Hi. Um, I figured it was my turn to make my video. I am about 4 days out from surgery. I was diagnosed with pseudo tumour, IIH, if you've done any real research. Um, and if you have, that's probably how you find these videos. I watched a lot of people's experience going through this, kind of what to expect. Everybody's story is a little different. How they find out, what they do, how long they suffer. Um, so, I was diagnosed last year by accident. I went to a doctor because I separated my shoulder. They did an x-ray. They saw, who knows, they called me, said it was a pituitary tumor. I should go to a doctor immediately, so that's what I did, like any person with common sense would do. They did a bunch of scans and stuff. It's not a pituitary tumor. You have empty sella. No big deal. It happens. But we want to do a spinal tap to see what your pressure is. And I have been telling my general practitioner doctor for years, since I had my son, that I kept hearing this sound and feeling this real immense pressure inside. He said it was blood pressure, because the day I had my son, first time ever, had a high blood pressure. Also the same day I felt the pop in the back of my head. Nobody listened to me, kept, ignoring it like it was no big deal. Ibuprofen works for headaches. Tylenol works for headaches. It does. But it doesn't change what you feel as far as the pressure inside of your head. Sure, it gets rid of the headache part, but it doesn't get rid of the pain that the pressure causes in your face and in your neck, in your back. For me, it's like middle lower back that it hurts real bad. I can literally feel it constantly. It feels like I'm being squished, completely compressed on the inside, my whole brain just smashing it. But at that same time, it feels like my skull is exploding. And for lack of better words, it's really intense to live with. I'm extremely creative, constantly trying to learn. And all IIH has done for me in the last 5 years that I've known it's been happening, has taken pretty much my ability to create and to continue. I just had a son 5 years ago, and running around in the park and fishing and stuff like that becomes something we have to do later. Pretty much all the time that I have to myself, I spend working. That's what you do when you're a single parent. You keep working. Even when you're not working, you're still trying to figure out how to make a dollar to improve your life, your children's life. being in pain constantly changes how you function, what you're capable of, and I'm quite capable. Quite capable. I just wanted people to know this is how I am, this is who I am, this is how I behave before they go drilling this hole in my head to put this thing in there. I'm going to get a VP shunt on the 24th of June. Today's my birthday, June 20th. Yay, happy 41st. Kind of scared, a little nervous. Not quite sure if I'm doing the right thing, but I have to do something. If quality of life gets worse, there's nobody to take care of me or my kid. I also have a grown daughter who, despite what she thinks now, is going to need some guidance as she gets bigger. It's not fun. This video is really just for you who wants to know how people feel while they're dealing with it. It's a constant battle. It's gonna hurt the whole time. I took them pills, started with Topamax. That took my ability to walk. That was a really fun experience. I'm one of them people that don't like to take medicine. So when they gave me that, I was like, ooh, but okay, you say this is what you do, so okay, we'll walk down that road with you. Well, I didn't get far. Topamax took my ability to walk. I looked like I was an old man who needed a walker. I started shaking. There were moments that time just froze for me. Just brief seconds, but still like everything was pushed on pause. I could hear and see, I just couldn't move. Doctor said I was allergic to it, took me off of it. Put me on Diamox. That gave me a headache. Like the kind you need a whole bottle of Tylenol for. On top of the pressure feeling of being crushed and exploded at the same time, now my actual brain felt like it was just gonna shrivel up and die in there. The headaches that Diamox gave me were helped my wrinkle get worse straight across my face. So obviously the medicines didn't work, and immediately, I'm fortunate enough to be able to qualify health-wise, because nothing's wrong with me outside of this, to have the surgery. My veins have collapsed, but not really sure I want to go with a stent. Having a spring popped in there permanent, can't ever come out. I made what I thought was the most logical decision with the VP shunt. We'll find out here in a couple days if I made the right decision. Plan on shaving my hair. I have a lot of it. Love my hair. Only had short hair a few times in my life. Kinda nervous about how it's gonna go down. I'm lucky. I have a lot of people that love me and support me, and I'm very grateful. Those that are dealing with this, I'm sorry that you're dealing with it. Believe me, I am. living with this has been a whole new challenge. Does it get easier? Not quite sure. We will find out. I will make my after surgery video. And, we'll keep an update just because it's nice to see the progression. If you can learn how it could go down for somebody, maybe you can figure out, well, maybe I can survive too. So, here's to hoping. Good luck. God bless. Keep me in your prayers.